Hi Class 5, welcome to my kitchen where all sorts of wonderful things happen, including making human beings out of beeswax. Now this was my trial human being, and now I'm going to show you how to do this from beeswax from the one ball, which is how human beings grow. From this one ball in your mum's belly, and you grow into this human being, and as you come out into the world you grow taller and taller, which is what you are doing right now. Now I heard that you are designing a gold rush, kind of a gold field scene where you could have some women holding babies, you could have huts, you could have some water where men are gold panning, you could have people chopping wood. There's all sorts of things that you could add to your scene. I'm going to show you the basic human being. I had some beeswax at home. I'm going to use some golden yellow if you have some. Just you can use any colours you want though. I've got a little bit of the red violet, I've got a little bit of orange, and I have a little bit of blue. And from this human being, once we get that initial shape, we can put that human being in any kind of position we like. I mean, if they're gold panning, they're crouching down. If they're chopping wood, they're kind of in a position where they've got one leg back and one leg forward and their arms up in the air. Or if they're just relaxing or just standing there, it's simpler again. So I'm going to leave your imagination to do all the rest. We're just going to show the simple part. Make sure your beeswax is really warm before starting. Sometimes if I have more than one piece, I like to slip beeswax under my arm where it's nice and warm, and I also hold it in the palms of my hands when my hands are nice and warm. And even sometimes I use heat packs or hot water bottles. So you're going to start with rolling your wax into a ball. And if at any stage you would like to pause this video, you may. If you want to slow me down or rewind me, you may too. There's a little settings button at the bottom on YouTube, and you can click on that. It's like a little wheel, and in there is a play back speed, and you can choose the speed that you want me to go. So a bit different than to the classroom. So this is our ball, and from our ball we are going to grow the legs, the arms and the head. And I like to start my human being with that little kind of idea of what's happening, but not the full shape. So I've got this kind of chunks of beeswax coming out there for my legs. I've got some chunks of beeswax coming out here for my arms. And don't forget, you also need beeswax for the head. So you're kind of making a 5-pointed star to begin with. This is the beginnings of a human being about to be made. So you don't want to lose the width also of the body, so you don't want to get too flat. Make sure you've got a bit of width, and then you can start to draw those legs out. So you're drawing them out and down from the body, from that star. You don't want the legs to be too thin either, because the legs are what the human being stands upon. The human being is supported by nice long legs. I've kind of got my legs happening, and then I'm going to look at bringing my arms out from the shoulders. Arms are a lot thinner than legs, and they come straight down from the shoulders. They can stick out if you're holding your arms out. They can be like that. And when you're doing your head, I'll just show you now. So you can see how this is not a human being yet, but you can see how it can become one. And with the head, it's a really thin neck. And then you squeeze that neck right in, and this head is like a big sphere. So you're drawing all that neck out and ensuring that it has a sphere to sit on, like this. And you can even bring little detail to the face, which we can get to soon, like a little nose. Just make sure the neck is thin. And you've got smaller fingers than me, so you can do a lot more detailed work and you can take more time. I'm doing this video quickly and leaving you to do the rest. So the arms, we need them a bit longer, and remember they are fatter at the top and thinner. You've got this part of the arm, and then you've got the second part of the arm, and then the hand. And the hand comes off a wrist. So you're kind of getting like this shape forming slowly. And the other side. And think about what you want your hands to be doing. And your arms. Do you want them to be on the hip of the person? Like this, as we get going. So now I'm going to draw my body down to make it a little bit longer. Draw my legs out. And what goes on legs at the bottom are your feet. And if you make good, strong feet, then your man or woman, whatever you are making, can have something nice and strong to stand upon. And then my other leg, drawing it down and having nice, strong, flat feet to stand upon. You can give details like the heel if you want. Your feet are going to be able to hold up your human being. And make sure you don't lose your shoulders as you work. You can even have a little bit of a waist going in. And this is the beginnings of your human being who is going to be doing something in the goldfield. Now I thought you could put hair on your head. You can put a beard on if it's a man. You can put a hat on. And then I thought to just get that little inkling of a face going. Do a little indent, a little nose coming out. And if I had a log for my human being to put his foot up on, whoops, I just dropped my human, and that's okay. So I'm going to move this one over. And I'm going to make a log, hollowed out a little bit at one end. And it's kind of just sitting there on the ground. And so if my human was to be part of this scene, maybe he wants to put his leg up on the log. And so he's standing, and he could potentially have, once you've got your arms and your hands right, an axe in his hand. There he is. But we're not completely finished with our human. I just wanted to let you know that because once the human goes hard, you're not going to be able to manipulate him or her so well. So you really, when you're working with the beeswax, you have to finalize the position you want your human to be in. So know that now while you're molding, because once it's hardened, it will be much harder to put them in the position that you like them to be in. And have you decided how you're going to dress your human? Are you going to put beeswax clothes on, or are you going to put some cloth clothes on? You could make little tiny cloth bits. I might give this person orange hair. Maybe I'll make a lady today. So it doesn't have to be detailed with strands. That would be a little bit complicated. You're just making hair to sit on, and then it can come down and around the shoulders. I'll just get it. And this lady could potentially, a bit hard to see in this light. Hang on, sorry. So she's got her hair coming around her shoulders, and she could potentially be holding a baby. That would be a nice thing. She needs clothes too. And you can see that here you have created the human being. Have a look at the legs. That if you think, oh look, one of my legs is bigger than the other, if you're putting clothes on, it doesn't really matter. And just if you've got long sleeves on, the arms don't matter so much either, but the hands would matter. Okay, I am going to wish you luck with the rest of your endeavours on your, oops, sorry ma'am, on your beeswax making adventure. Good luck with it, and I can't wait to see all of your designs at the end. I think you're going to come up with some fabulous designs, and yeah, I really look forward to it. Good luck with your creations. Have fun with it. What a great project. Bye, Class 5.